Gay people of Reddit, what was your oh shit I'm gay moment? I was about 11, and I kept talking trash about this female artist. I was just going on and on about how I hate her music. Truly she is just the worst. Another peer finally asked me, if you don't like her, why do you keep talking about her? Oh. I just didn't know how to express attraction. Stupid sexy artist. Year 8 when my bully started humping me to kid logic. Prove I was a poof. I enjoyed that more than he wanted me to. In my defense, he was a very good looking bully. Sio Nathan, my first real gay boner crush. Yeah, I've probably heard of this or thought of this before, but Nathan's probably gay. Oh yes, and I still have my suspicions because he was very anti-gay, and you know what they say about men who protest their heterosexuality a lot. My middle school teacher, who I looked up to and coincidentally very beautiful, told us that she had to take some time off because her wife was giving birth and she wanted to be there for her. I was 11. I'd heard of people being gay or lesbian, but thought it couldn't be real in the back of my mind. I hadn't heard of bi or trans or ace people at that point either. My family is quite traditional. I never knew liking other girls was an option, much less something that could happen to me. It's like how you know dinosaurs are real when you're a kid but you have no frame of reference to conceptualize a dinosaur because you've never seen one. I'd been wondering why I hadn't developed a crush on my best guy friend like I was supposed to. Hindsight 20/20 haha. I also distinctly remember googling on incognito stuff like how to tell if you are lesbian, am I a lesbian quiz, what is a lesbian, and flannel. The lesbian quiz told me I was only 60% gay because I didn't own flannels or have dyed hair, which pissed me off. Lying in bed that night, I thought about holding hands with a boy, gross and they look like frogs, versus holding hands with a girl, exciting and wonderful. And accepted it internally then. My first gay crisis moment wasn't until bio class freshman year of high school when my very pretty classmate tucked her hair behind her ear and I tripped staring. Legitimately went ass over tea kettle, knocked over a still and amp, swept a stack of textbooks off a table. Said it was because my shoelaces were untied, but it was actually because I was too busy staring at the mesmerizing curve of her wrist and wondering what kind of shampoo she used to get her hair so soft and gorgeous. Spending more time than necessary picking out underwear in department stores, wondering what the models looked like without underwear. That shortly led to looking up gay porn lol. That was a very steep escalation. I finally accepted that masturbating to gay porn but closing my eyes and imagining boobs just as I came wasn't enough to make me straight. LMAO. This hits too fucking close. I used to watch that porn category called For Women, which is basically your basic straight porn but with good, better, looking guys ahahaha. I never knew until I started to develop feelings for my best friend. We had been close since middle school, but around 8th or 9th grade I started feeling attracted to her. Of course, since we both came from Christian backgrounds, I tried to deny it, and I even made up stories about liking guys just to seem straight in front of my peers. But when those feelings wouldn't go away, my mind was just like, fuck. Before then I had never had any real crushes on anyone in my school, and I thought that romance was sappy and not worth my time. I still kinda feel that way today, but I realized from this incident that when I fall for a girl, I fall hard. I can relate to that last sentence 100%. I'm a bi woman and have been in an amazing relationship with a man for the past 8 years, but for some reason I fall for girls way harder than I fall for guys. Like, ridiculously harder. Especially when I find out they like women, too. I grew up in a very conservative household. My mom is Alex Jones levels of paranoid and political. I strongly believed I was straight due to all the propaganda she fed me at an early age. I went to boot camp and one day was on security detail during the night. Afterwards I took a shower and it was just me and another guy who had security detail with me. Guy jokingly says, "Hey man, nice ass." We laughed and I didn't think about it too much. Cut to me back in school and I'm thinking about that moment during lunch. My girlfriend is talking to me but I'm completely spaced out and I'm thinking, do I have a nice ass. Eventually my girlfriend sees me spacing out and goes, "So anyways, what are you thinking about?" I pause for a second and go, "I think I might be gay. We're good friends still." She was a huge help in me coming out, and I probably wouldn't be the man I am today without her help. But I still think it was funny AF when I realized I fell in love with my best friend. Also, we were both on the football team and we shared a locker. Did you ever say anything to him? No, there's no need to. He's straight and I've been with the love of my life for almost 5 years now. I remember watching my friend do pull-ups once without a shirt and having one of those, "Oh man, this is definitely not good for our friendship. I need to avert my eyes," when I was younger. So funny. I put up a pull-up bar a few years ago, and the number of hot shirtless men who just cannot resist it is staggering. I've never used it, and it's been worth every penny. I'd thoroughly recommend getting one. And yes, it does also work on hot women, but they have an unfortunate tendency to keep their bra on. When I was a Mormon missionary in Eastern Europe, the other missionaries were tempted by the pretty girls and lingerie ads, and I was tempted by the other missionaries. Edit. Thanks for the silver. I fell in love with so many other missionaries. So much sexual repression. Gayest experience of my life, and most of them were straight, though several of us have now come out. So your missionary position made you realize that you could never be down with the missionary position?
Oh man. I had just turned 11 and recently discovered HBO or whatever late night cable porn and had been watching for a few months. Some shows you get full frontal male nudity, but mostly you just get female full frontal and everything except the dude's dick. I remember figuring this out and was watching this really hot scene with a guy and a girl and just being so frustrated cause all I wanted to see was his dick. Just remember thinking, "Come on, show your fucking cock, dude," and was like, oh, that's what being gay means. I had always been told it was a choice, so the realization that it was just my natural, unbidden desires really turned my world upside down. Years later I actually identify more as bi since, TBH, pussy is great, but definitely into men. I was at summer camp, between 7th and 8th grade. I'd made a new friend and we were talking about stuff, getting to know each other. He made an offhand comment about one of his friends who was bisexual. I was like, what does that mean? I'd never even heard of the concept before then. It had never even crossed my mind that people could be romantically interested in the same sex. So he tells me what it means to be gay and bisexual. I think to myself, huh, am I? I didn't know I could be like that. Maybe I am. Spoiler alert, I was. I once, as a joke, when I was 12 pretended to be bisexual to mess with my friends. Quickly I became the bisexual kid and shit got out of hand. I then went on a PR tour around 6th grade to make it clear I was messing around. Took a while but word got out and it was all cool again. I'm 35 now, I'm totally fucking bisexual. Perhaps subconscious knew more than I did at that point. Damn, 4 hours late to the party here. Hopefully somebody sees this. The hot girl on college campus that my friends all wanted, but she wanted me. I was questioning if I was gay and found guys attractive but never told anyone. I thought I just needed to have sex with a girl to prove I wasn't gay. Went back to her room, making out, get her undressed, decide to just go for it. And with my face literally inches from her lower lady bits I say out loud, I'm gay. Sorry, it's not you. I'm gay. Really gay? She was pissed and confused. I got dressed and went back to my buddy's dorm. I told him I was gay. He was shocked but supportive and happy he has a chance with her now. I never had any crushes or interest in anything romantic until quite a few years after my sister and stepsister did, 13 months and 22 months younger than me, respectively. Then, when I finally developed a crush, it was on a girl. Suppressed it 4 years after my crush rejected me, so hard even I, myself, believed it wasn't true, until I got drunk around a campfire with my best friend and ended up making out with her all night. My best friend and I have now been married for 5 months. Edit. Thanks for the silver, kind stranger. Edit 2. And thank you so much for the gold. As a kid, girls were gross. Kissing was gross. Just, you were. I mean, we knew that one day we'd start hooking up with girls, but we never understood why. Then, as I started to hit puberty, and noticed that everyone else was suddenly into girls, I still thought they were gross. We'd watch porn together and I'd be looking at the dude and the cock rather than the chicken boobs. But what really did it for me was when I was showering in the communal showers in the changing rooms at school, and this dude 2 years older than me, I'm 11, he's 13, is standing behind me asking how long I'm going to be, and I look at him, then look down, then look at his, seemingly, massive cock, and all of a sudden wanted in me. I looked back up at him and he knew I'd been staring at his cock. So I just looked at him and said nice watch, because he was wearing a watch. And then left the shower. Thanks Ryan. Your cock made me realize I was gay. And no, his cock never went in me. Somewhere in this thread a guy's talking about realizing he was gay when some dude complimented him on his watch in the shower. I'm B, and I realized it a little while after a friend of mine came out to me as B. How do you know? I asked her. I just know that I check out both girls and guys. She replied, that doesn't mean you're B. Everyone does that. I check out girls and guys too. The moment I, a male, thought damn, why are all the hot guys gay, followed immediately by wait, what? I kept falling for guys who turned out to be gay back in the 80s when most people were in the closet. I'm a straight female. So yeah, all the hot guys are gay. I'm a guy who consistently crushes on lesbians, so I understand your pain. It's like I've got subconscious lesbian gayber. When I was about 12, I had tried to get excited by boobs and other such feminine things for a few months to no avail. Thinking I was just broken for a while, I stopped trying. Then my high school aged sister started dating a football player. They were sitting on the couch and his shorts rolled up a little. One glance at his thighs and I figured out what I was really about. Ugh man, thighs are everything.